All right.
Yeah.
Product inserts. Okay. So what are your thoughts on product inserts, the do's and the don'ts as of 2018, 8/1, August 1st? Course launch date, by the way, at midnight, 11:59. Anyways, go on.
Yeah. I mean, product inserts is pretty much the same as like email follow-up sequences. Like you still technically have to adhere to those TLS rules. Like you can't have like a link to your website, even though a lot of people have it.
Even
And
if it's a warranty, that's not.
yeah, see, that's the thing. Like I'm saying, is there's different ways to spin it off, right? If it's a rebate or if it's a warranty, or like you have to sign up, like I mean, everyone right now is trying to kind of figure out a way to get traffic outside of Amazon. Either getting their emails, so I can, retarget you an ad, or I can direct you back to my website later for a second product, things like that. So, I mean, like I said again, you just have to be really careful on, how you're doing it, because a lot of these things are just kind of considered gray zone, right? Like you don't know, like Amazon's not really saying you can do it. They can't really say you can't do it. But like if they want to just be like, oh, like we don't like this and we're gonna send you a warning, like that's the risk that you're basically taking. So, like with product inserts, people like put their logo on there, or sometimes they just put their website, or they have like a link where it says, get your next product for free, things like that. They're all tactics that been working for a long time. I don't know if it's gonna change, like if they're gonna crack down, but just be cautious, right? Like if you have any questions, like what I used to do is I would send an email to Amazon CSR, right? And I would just literally just paste them my sequence, or I would just send them a picture of my product insert, and I'd be like, hey, is this okay, right? And then sometimes they'll be like, yeah, it looks within TOS. And if I get that down in writing somehow, somewhere,
You see,
I can always go back.
This is what I like. Preemptively doing things. I talk about doing this for everything that you do. Like you're going to source a product, or let's say, if I would have done this with my solar eclipse glasses, and I would have said, are there any because I knew there was a certification necessary. So if I would have asked for that in writing and then asked for it, okay, are there any restrictions? And if there are restrictions, how long will I know ahead of time to be able to provide stuff to you? And like getting that stuff all down. And then when problems happen, it's like, wait a minute, we talked about this and you guys said this, that everything's okay. So like getting that. And then if you get suspended or your listing suppressed, it's like, wait a minute, we already talked about this. And now that rep can just say, oh, okay, and approve it, versus, okay, let me have a team investigate.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, being preemptive is always better. If you have something down in writing, you always have something to fall back to. You can argue with them, right? And it's like, here's the evidence. You said it was okay to do, right? And if they have it in writing, there's nothing they can do about it. Like the worst thing they'll say is, oh, we're sorry, we'll lift the ban, or we'll, remove it for now, and then they could follow up and say, oh, we apologize, but this rule was 6 months ago. Now the rules have changed. Right. But if you didn't have that down in writing and, you got flagged for something, you have nothing to fall back upon. Right. So anything that's kind of like gray or unknown it's always good to call Amazon or email them and ask. Right. And if they tell you a firm no, then just don't do it. And if they say yes, then great. Now you save it. And if they ever come back for you, then you have this evidence. So.
Okay, great. Well, it's good to know that I have somebody else thinks like me on that. So hopefully you guys are more preemptive with especially your most important parts of your business.